Plato Blue Jays are head coached by Adam Danon and Nolan Lapel. They are 2-0 in this early season in the Minnesota Baseball Association, and they play in the Crown River South League. On May 8th, they won 10-0 at Winstead. And on May 15th, an exciting victory, 3-2 over New Germany. Adam Preen with the walk-off home run. The Cologne Hollanders come in, head coached by Craig Pexa. And Pexa also manages the shack, or a concession stand, here in Cologne. As you see the managers out there talking about some ground rules. The Hollanders are 0-1 here in early season play. And they again are in the Crow River Valley South League. Their only loss coming back on May 8th, Mother's Day, by a score of 1-4 at Glencoe. Game time temperature a beautiful 70 degrees as the Hollanders take the field defensively. The Hollanders from Cologne here, embracing the German and Holland ancestry of the early settlers here in Cologne. And they'll be going with the white pants, orange jerseys, black numbers. The white ball cap with the orange bill and the orange insignia. And the Blue Jays will be rocking white pants, blue and white striped socks, going with blue jerseys and white numbers, as they will send the first batters to the plate here this evening. Leading things off here in the top half of the first inning for the Blue Jays, number 9, Dave Shorts, playing at shortstop defensively, and he'll be followed by Bo Lapel, wearing number 1 and playing second base. And in the hole, number 23, Mitch Bosch, who is playing center field tonight. The rest of the lineup will go Preen batting 4th, Repke batting 5th, Lapel batting 6th, McCormick the catcher batting 7th, Odegaard the first baseman batting 8th, and Stockerman the left fielder batting 9th. On the hill tonight for the Cologne Hollanders is Casey Clemenson, the big right-hander. As we get ready here for first pitch, again, the first stop on the Town Ball Tour. And we do thank you for tuning in here as we get set for the first pitch. And Dave Schwartz will turn around and bat left-handed. Here will number 9. And we are underway right exactly at 7:30 with the first pitch, and that misses outside for ball 1. One ball and no strikes now to the number 1 batter, and that misses high and outside for ball 2. 2-0. A nice crowd on hand here for tonight's. That ball is lifted up and foul back behind home plate. Again, a good crowd here on hand tonight for the first stop of the Town Ball Tour. The count now will go to 2 balls and 1 strike. And the 2-1 now from the big right-hander, and that will cross over for strike 2, evening the count. Again, Plato comes in 2-0, and in 2 weeks on June 1st, they will be hosting the third stop on the Town Ball Tour. And that pitch is lined right back up to the pitcher, and he does hold on to catch it, does Casey Clemenson. Some good hands there as he knocked the ball down with the glove and caught it in midair for out number 1. So a line out to the pitcher. And that was a nice smash off the bat of Schwartz, but he will be the first out, and that will bring up Bo Lapel, the first right-handed batter this evening. And the pitch. An off-speed pitch misses wildly inside. Lapel, though, ducks out of the way. From the windup and the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Again, we've had Fox 9 here all day today with some special events. Starting off this morning We'll get to those events here in a minute. The 1-1, and that off-speed misses inside for ball 2. So if you're familiar with how they do things for the Twins game, they have the breakfast on the plaza, usually at Target Field or the surrounding areas. And they had their own version of breakfast on the plaza this morning at the Curious Kids Preschool. The 2-1 offering. Check swing, and he did go around, says the home plate umpire. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Early going here from Cologne and Fritz Field. And that crosses over the outside corner for the first strikeout of the contest here by Clemenson. And that will be a backwards K for out number 2. If you are scoring at home, and we hope you are. A beautiful night here from Cologne on May the 18th, as the sun will be setting over the right field corner. And the lights are already turned on. With 2 down now, squaring around a bunt and pulling back is the third hitter of the contest, Mitch Bosch. Mitch playing in center field. And if he'll get on, it will be the cleanup hitter, Adam Preen. Preen, the hero in last week's game. Missing inside again is Clemenson. Clemenson yet to start off a batter with a first pitch strike. Getting behind each of the 3 batters he's faced, and that misses outside. We'll run the count to 3 balls and no strikes. And we'll see how aggressive Bosch is here and the Blue Jays in the top half of inning number 1. The 3-0 is taken all the way and goes down the middle for strike 1. 3-1 now to the number 3 batter in the order as he adjusts the batting gloves and the batting helmet. And he'll step in the right-handed batter's box. The pitch. And that is fought off, an inside pitch. He tried to get around on it, and Bosch a little late. And we'll run the count now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Clemenson takes the glove off and is adjusting the pants and the jersey, tucked in job there. And now he's back on the mound and ready to go. And Clemenson in the windup and the pitch, and that curves in for strike 3. Way to battle back there by Casey Clemenson as he gets the number 3 batter looking 3 up, 3 down here in the first inning. When we return, it'll be the bottom half of the inning. We'll see the Hollanders come to bat here on Fox9.com.
For years, people have come to me and they've said, our kids get really nervous during severe weather. Is there something you can recommend? I've always said the same thing. Make your children the storm captain. Give them a hat, a clipboard with your personal storm plan written down, a whistle, and when we start talking about a severe thunderstorm watch, your storm captain is in charge of mustering the entire family with your personal storm plan. Give them power over the storm.
And welcome back here to the bottom half of inning number 1. These two teams faced each other 3 times last year. And it was Cologne knocking out Plato in the postseason tournament at the end of last season. And that was in the second round of a double elimination tournament. And so the Blue Jays looking to even the score tonight. Here's a visit Cologne. Leading things off tonight for the hometown Hollanders will be Tanner Lubke playing center field, Joey Lelia playing third base, and in the hole, Carter Clemenson, the shortstop. As we are looking at their first chance to look at the top half of the order here for the Hollanders. And on the mound, Drew Hedke, strong right-hander, rocket fires, and starts off the bottom half of inning number 1 with a first pitch strike to Lubke. Hedke with the locks flowing. He rocks and fires and misses outside for ball 1. Ball 1 and strike now to Lubke. from the windup and the pitch. That ball is drilled over to the second baseman. This will be Lapel up with it to first for out number 1. Ground ball to the second baseman is our first out, and that will be Joey Lilia. Will come to the plate, number 21, playing third base tonight. These two teams, as I said, faced each other last year in the regular season, back on May 23rd, and on July 8th. That pitch is inside and high for ball 1. So it was Plato winning 11-1 back on May 23rd of 2021 and 4-3 on July 8th. And that pitch does cross, evening the count now for 1 ball and 1 strike. And then in the Region 7C tournament, it was ground ball past the third baseman to the shortstop, up with a quick throw over to first base. A nice stretch over there at first base by Odegaard. Did he hold on to the ball? He did for out number 2. So Schwartz to Odegaard. A nice play as Schwartz had to go into the hole a bit. Fires over to the first baseman, and they're quickly 2 down. Hedke now back to work. And that does cross over the outside corner for strike 1. Hedke making quick work of this first inning. No score here from Fritz Field. And the pitch. That ball is lifted high into right center field. Coming over is the right fielder. And Preen will put that away for out number 3. So after 1 complete inning in the books, our score is 0-0. We'll have the top half of inning number 2 when we return here on Fox9.com.
Fox 9's Town Ball Tour is in full swing. Join us Wednesdays as we celebrate the small towns of Minnesota. Fox 9's Town Ball Tour, presented by Sieben Carey Personal Injury Law and JTR Roofing.
And after 1 inning, our score is 0-0. As we've had 3 up, 3 down for both teams defensively. And we will head to inning number 2, leading things off for the Blue Jays. It'll be Preen, and then Repke, and then Lapel. Adam Preen, Gabe Repke, and Bennett Lapel offensively here for the Blue Jays.
The right fielder, number 22, Adam Preen.
And as so often happens, Preen making the last out of the first inning. And he will lead things off here at the plate. The cleanup hitter with nobody on. And his first offering is drilled down the left field line, but foul. As he got a little bit ahead there of Clemenson. And the 0-1 now, just a long strike, and that ball is dribbled over to the shortstop. Up with it is Clemenson. The brothers here turn the ground ball out. And Gabe Repke will step to the plate. Repke, the DH in today's ball game. Wearing number 10 and batting right-handed in the 5 spot in the order. And Clemenson's first offering, an off-speed pitch, taken inside for ball 1. One down here in the top half of inning number 2. And the pitch. That ball is dribbled foul over to the third base dugout. Bennett Lapel will hustle over and pick that one up. Even count now, 1 ball and 1 strike. And the pitch. This ball is lifted in the air out to right field. Fritz coming on, diving at the last moment and securing the catch. A little bit dangerous out there in right field. Brandon Fitz, just at the last moment as he was tracking the fly ball, he dove to his left and did come up with a nice catch. And that will be out number 2 here for the Blue Jays offense. Bennett Lapel, the third baseman, steps in. And that pitch hits him on the back. So the first base runner of the game will reach by a hit by pitch. And Bennett Lapel will stand at first base. And that brings up to bat the catcher, McCormick. We've got 2 outs and a runner on here. And we'll now, for the first time, see Casey Clemenson pitch from the stretch. Moves back to the runner at first base and swing and a miss here for the first offering. Took a little bit off that one. And Clemenson gets ahead in the count. No balls and 1 strike. And we'll see Lapel over at first base. That ball is lifted into center field, taking a few steps back, and making the catch is Lubke. And that will retire the side here from the second inning.
1 man left on base.
So 1 runner left on and a hit by pitch. No damage done though, as we will come back here for the bottom half of inning number 2 from the home of the Hollanders, and we'll see the Hollanders up to bat when we return.
Fox 9's Ice Cream Social, coming to a town near you. Visit fox9.com/ice cream.
Moving right along here from Cologne, Minnesota. A beautiful night for baseball. It is finally summer here in Minnesota. The long winter that just would not quit. And it is actually a little bit cool here today. About 10 degrees cooler than the average temperature. But a beautiful sunny Wednesday afternoon as we will take the first stop here on the Town Ball Tour. Again, Fox 9 News broadcasting earlier today from Robert G. Fritz Memorial Field. And we've got some fun contests going on here in foul territory. Again, some great entertainment here in the Town Ball baseball experience. You turn on ESPN, you'll hear that baseball is in trouble, but if you come out to anywhere locally, small town baseball, town ball baseball,
Now batting for Cologne, the designated
we've got great crowds and a lot of fun. And good talent here too as well. These 2 talented teams are squaring off. Again, Plato trying to get a little revenge as Cologne knocked them out of the playoffs last year, ended their season. And the first pitch from Hedke misses. This is Gabe Wiegert, the designated hitter and cleanup hitter, up to bat. And the 1-0 is swung on and missed. A foul tip, actually, is the call. That'll even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Wiegert batting left-handed. Again, DHing. And the pitch. And that misses inside and low. 2 balls and a strike. Drew Hedke went quickly through the top half, or the bottom half of inning number 1. And that ball is drilled back foul. Hits the fence in front of us. And you count now to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Even count now to Wiegert. And the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. The first strikeout of the afternoon for Hedke.
the first baseman, number 22, Kyle Brazel.
And that will bring Kyle Brazel.
I'll get it right at some point.
Brazel to the plate. Also batting left-handed. We've got 1 down here in the bottom of the second inning. No score as Brazel steps in. And he swings and misses at the first offering from Hedke. Get another difference here between town ball baseball, local baseball, and major leagues is the speed with which these pitchers work. Hedke getting the ball, stepping on the rubber and going back to work here. He's even in the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. And the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2. So again, Major League Baseball and some of the minor leagues tinkering with the pitch clock. But here in town ball, no pitch clock. And Hedke and Clemenson both working quickly. Swung on and missed, but the catcher will pick up the 3rd strike and tag out Brazel. 2 up, 2 down here, 2 strikeouts. And both pitchers on their games tonight. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we do welcome you here to Fox 9's broadcast of Cologne Hollander baseball. Swung on and missed. This is Tim Swenson, the opposing catcher. And he starts off quickly in the hole, no balls and a strike. Hedke's pitch is inside, almost hit him. And 1 ball and 1 strike now to the opposing catcher. Number 6 batter to face Drew Hedke. And the pitch, and that is outside and low. 2-1. As the sun sneaks behind the clouds here, again a beautiful night for town ball baseball. That ball is dribbled foul down the first base line. And we'll do the 2-2 pitch all over again. Hedke, the big right-hander, dominant up on the mound, and the 2-2. And that is fought off foul. Goes over the first base dugout. But Hedke with those flowing locks there, a bit intimidating on the mound. Don't have the exact height measurements of the players here, but Hedke does look to be pretty tall, and he gets a swung on and missed strike 3. 3 up, 3 down, and 3 strikeouts in a row here for Hedke, as he is showing his dominance. 6 up and 6 down, retired by Drew Hedke. And we come back. No score here. We'll hit the bottom or the top half of the 3rd inning here from Fritz Field in beautiful Cologne, Minnesota.
This is the moment we've been waiting for. Every Friday and Saturday, Saints home game is on Fox 9 Plus. Leave everything out on the field. Get out there and get after it and show them what we're made of.
St. Paul Saints, Friday and Saturday home games on Fox 9 Plus.
The St. Paul Saints are supporting these town ball streams on fox9.com. Stay tuned to future town ball tour games to learn about a great ticket opportunity to upcoming Friday night games in St. Paul. By the way, the Saints begin a long homestand next Tuesday. Visit saintsbaseball.com for everything you need to know. And what you need to know now is that we are heading to the top half of the 3rd inning. No score here from Fritz Memorial Field. As we begin to have a few clouds in the sky.
Now batting for Plato, number 34, the first baseman, Matt Odegaard.
And leading things off is Odegaard. It'll be Odegaard, Hedke, and then Schwartz here for the Blue Jays. Back on the mound again is Casey Clemenson, and the right-hander. His first offering is drilled down the 3rd base line, but foul. So just a long foul here as Clemenson starts off now ahead of this batter. No balls and 1 strike. We're in the top of the 3rd. Clemenson misses outside, 1-1. And the 1-1 offering now from the right-hander, and that ball is again drilled foul. We're in that 3rd base dugout. Odegaard just making sure his Blue Jay teammates are paying attention. And that pitch almost hit him. As the count now goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Matt Odegaard wearing number 34, playing first base defensively. This is his first at-bat of the contest, and that ball is lifted high. Center fielder coming on, now stops as Lubke started sprinting in and then read the ball a little bit better, slowed down to make the first catch and first out. As Zach Stockman now will come to bat. With one out in the third inning, the ball game moving right along. As we are only 22 minutes into tonight's contest, already in the top half of the third. And the one out pitch crosses over the outside corner for strike one. And our home plate umpire consistent with the outside corner so far this evening, the 0-1. And an off-speed pitch misses inside, 1-1. Pitching from the windup, the 1-1 misses outside. 2 balls and a strike. So if you're new to town ball baseball, we welcome you in the Class C, Class B, and Class A leagues that play town ball in the evenings and afternoons on the weekends here throughout Minnesota. Class A, mostly teams from Minneapolis and St. Paul. Class B, teams from the larger communities, and Class C, the smaller communities representation. And that ball is drilled over the second baseman's head. That'll land in for a hit right in front of Fritz. And Stockman, the number 9 batter, will reach safely. So the first hit of tonight's contest, a single by the left fielder. And that will bring Schwartz back to the plate. He is 0 for 1 with a ground out. I'm sorry, with the line out. He lined out to the pitcher. And with the runner on now, he will look at strike one. And it was back in the first inning, the first batter, as he drilled one right off the glove. And a nice play defensively by Clemenson as he held on to that for that first out. One out now and a runner on. And the 0-1 misses outside. Not sure if Stockman is a threat to steal over there at first base. 1 ball and 1 strike, though, to the left-handed batter. And the pitch. A little off speed outside. Ball 2. More crowds creeping in right field corner as the sun also setting. The 2-1, that ball is over to the first baseman. He will take it to first. Does Brazel for the sure out. And second out here of the inning. But that will send Stockman to second base. And he is now in scoring position. The first runner to reach second base here in the early goings. Unassisted ground ball out over there by Brazel. And Bo Lapel, 0 for 1, went down on strikes earlier in the first inning. And this ball is ground over to the third baseman. Lilia up with it, throws over to first, and misses. The first baseman, Brazel, could not scoop it. As the throw, not rushed at all, just a little short. And Brazel tried to scoop it, was not able to, and now runners at the corners with 2 outs. So that will be an error. An error will be charged, I believe, to Lilia. And in the top half of the inning, the Blue Jays have a threat. First pitch to Bausch is outside for a ball. So a runner at the corners now. As Lapel over at first base, but Stockman just 90 feet away from the game's first run. And the pitch. And again over that outside corner, consistently called all evening. 1 ball and 1 strike now as Clemenson looking to battle. He's in his first tough spot tonight. Runners will take their leads, and the 1-1. And this ball is grounded again over to the third baseman. He will take it to second for the easy out. Lilia to Twait for out number 3. So Lilia makes amends for his error. He gets the third out of the inning. And moving right along, we will move to the bottom half of inning number 3 when we return here on Fox9.com.
More is better, and Fox 9 now has more. More streaming, more local stories, more shows, and, well, more. Go ahead, try it out, and discover more on the Fox 9 News app and at fox9.com.
And welcome back here to Robert G. Fritz Memorial Field in Cologne, Minnesota. First stop on the Fox 9 Town Ball Tour. And you're watching this on fox9.com. Due up here for the hometown Hollanders will be Twait, Nelson, and Clemenson. Actually, it'll be Twait, Nelson, and Fritz, I believe. The 7, 8, and 9 hitters in the order, as Hedke has faced the minimum here through 2. And the last time up, he did strike out the side. 3 strikeouts and 3 all by swinging. And now Kyle Twait, who made the put out on the last out of the top half of the inning, will step in to face Hedke for the first time today. And he starts off looking at a strike for the first offering. Had our first hit in the ball game by the Blue Jays in the top half of the inning. And the Hollanders will look to at least match that. No score here from Cologne. Drew Hedke on the mound, and he has been dominant here so far and moving right along. And true to form, he strikes out Twait. Twait goes down looking on 3 straight pitches. And we have our first out as Zach Nelson will come to bat. Nelson wearing number 6 and playing in left field. His first at bat today as he gets his first look here at Drew Hedke. And Hedke, of course, starts off with a first pitch strike on the outside corner. The 0-1 now from Drew. And he came inside that time, a little too far inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, this baseball game moving right along. That ball is battled, fought off, and hit foul. But a chance here to enjoy some town ball baseball. Early on here in May, about halfway through the month of May, they'll play in June, July, and August before the state tournaments will take place. And that pitch misses outside. Missing again is Hedke, and he'll go to the full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. It's the first full count he's had, or the first here in a while. And swung on and foul tip, but held on to. Nice job there by McCormick holding on to that foul tip. And that will count as another strikeout. Now 5 strikeouts in a row as Hedke doing some work here in the bottom half of the order. And this will be Clemenson. The opposing pitcher fouls that one off the face mask of the home plate umpire. Make sure that the gentleman's okay. Knocked off the face mask and his hat as Clemenson trying to say, hey, my bad, did not mean to do that. Please don't squeeze the strike zone on me. And this is a great move here by McCormick, a fellow guy behind home plate. You'll see that from some good catchers. If the umpire takes one either off the mask or off the body, the good catcher will give him a little breather, come out and have a word with his pitcher. And really that's just to make sure the home plate umpire can shake it off a little bit. Now that ball again fouled back, this time over the right shoulder of the home plate umpire. But quickly the count now at no balls and 2 strikes here to Casey Clemenson. And the 0-2. Froze him. 6 strikeouts in a row and 9 batters who have faced Headkey have gone down. 3 up, 3 down again. We played 3 in the books. Still no score here from Cologne. And you're watching this all on fox9.com.
This is Fox 9 Plus.
Let's get started, everybody.
Today's biggest talkers.
Charles and I have been talking about this all morning.
Award-winning comedy.
This gets better and better.
Minnesota's only local news at 7.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Plus,
More good news.
a whole lot more.
More than this? More than we can use.
Game shows, court shows,
Now we're getting somewhere.
your shows. Fox 9 Plus. Something for everyone.
And as we move to the top half of inning number 4, some
As we have mentioned previously,
birthdays here in Major League Baseball. Happy birthday today to Brooks Robinson, Hall of Famer. He is 85. And also the ever-entertaining Reggie Jackson turns 76 today. Randy Rosario, a former Twin and Cub, turns 28 today. And on this date in baseball history, Major League history, in 1942, night games were banned in New York for the duration of World War II. That happened way back on May 18th in 1942. Also on May 18th, 1969, the Minnesota Twins teammates, Cesar Tovar and Rod Carew, set a Major League Baseball record with steals in one inning. They had 5 steals versus the Tigers, and that was at the old Metropolitan Stadium. Here at Fritz Memorial Field, our score 0-0 as we move to the top half of the 4th inning. Casey Clemenson, who did strike out in the bottom half of the inning, back on the mound. And he is facing Adam Preen. Preen leading off an inning again. He looks at strike 1 and ball 1. And the 1-1 swung on and missed. Swung through a nice off-speed pitch there from Clemenson. So off on our left-hand side here, we've got the Shack. That is the concession booth and home of the greatest cheese curds in all of baseball. And that pitch just a bit inside, just off the inside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the Fox 9 crew earlier today got a chance to try out those cheese curds. And that pitch is drilled into right field. Coming on, though, to make the catch is Fritz. He will put it away for out number 1.
now batting the designated hitter, number 10, Gabe Repke.
And Repke will come to bat once again. Repke 0 for 1. He flied out to the right fielder, Fritz, back in inning number 2. And he looks at a first pitch ball. So the supplier of the cheese curds, Bungard's Creamery Store, was one of the trips that the Fox 9 crew went to this morning after their breakfast on the plaza at the preschool. The 1-0 is swung on and swung through for strike 1. And the crew also went to Elephant Joe's Coffee Truck. And we have an ice cream truck out behind the press box here. When I got here this evening, about an hour and a half before the game, the line probably had about 50, 75 people in it for some Minnesota Nice ice cream. 2 balls and a strike now, as this is a great community event here in Cologne. And the whole town here out to support Cologne baseball. As Fox 9 first stop on their town ball tour. And the crowd here for the hometown Hollanders pretty close to the size that the Twins saw when they were on the road in Oakland. Again, Twins in Oakland, they won earlier today 11-2. And some very small crowds. I think they were recorded at about 3,000 last night. And that pitch misses inside. I think they count full at 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Full count to the designated hitter, Gabe Repke. And the pitch. And that ball is hit to the shortstop. A tough play. He bobbles it. A quick throw to first base. And got him by a step. Clemenson stayed after that one as he bobbled it, and a nice strong throw over to Brazel, for out number 2. So they're quickly 2 down here in the top half of the 4th inning. And that pitch misses for ball 1. This game just a little over 35 minutes old, and we are halfway through the 4th inning almost. Both pitchers dominant early in the season. Here as Casey Clemenson goes to work now 1-0, and that pitch is inside. Inches away from the inside knee of Bennett Lapel. Lapel again was the first base runner of the contest. He was hit by a pitch back in the 2nd inning. And this time he looks at ball 3, so 3-0 count to Bennett Lapel. Great shot here, as always, from Kit Callis behind the camera tonight. And the 3-0. And there it is over the outside corner, 3-1. With 2 down now, Clemenson from the windup in the pitch, and that gets away from the catcher. That'll be ball 4, so the first walk of the evening issued by Casey Clemenson.
For plate on the catcher, number 8, Dylan McCormick.
A base on balls, and Lapel on base for the 2nd time tonight. We'll see if he can get all the way around home. A little bit different outcome than the 2nd inning. McCormick, he flew out to the center fielder to end that 2nd inning. And he will go to work now against Clemenson, and the pitch. And that does cross over for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. With a runner on, and from the stretch, the pitch. Misses inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. The last time he was on base, Lapel not a threat to steal. He does take a healthy lead over there at first base and takes a couple of steps on the pitch home. This pitch is lifted high and foul out of play. 303 down the right field foul line, 370 to the power alley, and 325 down the left field line there over by the United States flag, just left of that beautiful scoreboard out in left field. And the 1-2 now as Clemenson looks to battle back, and that is fouled straight back. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Only 1 hit in the contest. And that was a single by Stockman, and Stockman now in the hole. The 1-2 offering again from Clemenson. And again fighting that off is McCormick. So McCormick now in a battle with Clemenson. Runner on, and we're in the top half of the 4th. Moving right along here from Cologne. And the 1-2 now from Clemenson, and that is high. Ball 2. Evens up the count. Dane McCormick, again, he flew out to center and is only at bat here so far. With the runner on again, the 2-2. That ball is drilled over to the third base dugout and foul. As McCormick a little bit ahead of the off-speed pitch from Clemenson. And we will do the 2-2 pitch once again. As Clemenson will dig his cleats into the rubber. And from the stretch, the pitch. That ball is lifted high in foul territory. Going over is the third baseman, Lelia. And the shortstop, Clemenson, and they will run out of room. Carter Clemenson playing shortstop, brothers to Casey Clemenson. And Again, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. And the pitch just off the outside corner. Almost got McCormick to chase. But he wisely keeps the bat back and will face a full count. So 3-2 now here in the top half of the 4th inning. Plato with a runner on, looking to do more damage here versus Clemenson. The 3-2, and that is, I believe that did hit him. Now the umpire will step out and have a word here with McCormick. And he's saying that McCormick did lean into it. He's having a word with McCormick as he walks back. We'll have a courtesy runner. No, we will not. Our home plate umpire is making McCormick get back in the batter's box. So he said he leaned into it, and will be no pitch. We'll do it all over again, 3-2. As the home plate umpire making the Blue Jays earn it here to get on base. And we'll see how Clemenson responds. The 3-2 right down the middle. That ball is lifted in deep into left field. And that's going to one-hop the fence. A runner will come around for the Blue Jays and touch home plate as Lapel scores the first run of the ball game. And McCormick says, all right, if you're going to make me put the bat back on my shoulders, I'll take you deep to left field. And the visiting Blue Jays now will put a courtesy runner on as the Blue Jays from Plato plate the first run of the contest. RBI double for McCormick. And this pitch is lifted deep to left, to the track, to the wall, souvenir ball. A home run for Matt Odegaard as he goes deep over the left field wall. And we're going to have to get a new Rawlings after that one. As he trots around, touches third base, gets a high five from the third base coach. And now, as he touches home, that will be the third run of the contest. So just like that, the Blue Jays strike, and they strike quickly with 2 outs. The 2-run homer puts the Blue Jays out 3-0. Clemenson was cruising right along. Had his first walk. And then thought he might have hit McCormick. They said no. McCormick stepped back in. He doubled. And Odegaard with the 2-run shot. And that'll bring Stockman back to the plate. Stockman with the other base hit. Now 3 hits on the game here for the Blue Jays, 2 in this inning. And Clemenson now looking to battle. He's tied in the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Stockman, the number 9 hitter. So some damage coming here from the bottom of the order, and this ball is hit over to the second baseman. Diving attempt was made by Twait. He comes up a little bit short. And reaching on the single is Stockman. And that will be a conference here on the mound as the manager Craig Pexa looks to settle down his starter as he's given up a walk and then 3 hits in a row. So there is a walk to Lapel, and then the double by McCormick. Odegaard with a home run, and then Stockman reaches on a single. A lot of action here in this 4th inning. We thought we were just about to head to the bottom half of the inning, but the Blue Jays had other ideas, and they will go to the top of their order as Schwartz steps in. He is 0 for 2. And he drills that one down the right field line, but foul and hits off a truck. Pickup truck out there in right field. Not sure where that driver was going, but He'll earn a ding off the passenger door. Small town baseball here, ladies and gentlemen. Town ball baseball, the 0-1 now with a runner on. As Clemenson comes home, and that was lifted foul. So now Clemenson ahead in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Looking to see if he can get out of the inning. A double, a homer, and a single. And the score 3-0 here, damage done. And he's trying to get out of the inning, swung on and missed, and he does with the strikeout as Schwartz now 0 for 3. And he will go down swinging. So after 3 1/2 innings, we do have a score. And the score, the Plato Blue Jays 3 and the Cologne Hollanders is coming to bat here in the bottom half of the 4th inning, looking for their first runs of the contest.
For years, people have come to me and they've said, our kids get really nervous during severe weather. Is there something you can recommend? I've always said the same thing. Make your children the storm captain. Give them a hat, a clipboard with your personal storm plan written down, a whistle, and when we start talking about a severe thunderstorm watch, your storm captain is in charge of mustering the entire family with your personal storm plan. Give them power over the storm.
And welcome back to the bottom half of inning number 4 here from our Town Ball Tour first stop in Cologne, Minnesota. If you're new to Town Ball, a lot of Town Ball teams sprang up in the early days of baseball. A lot of farming communities were the first to come up with Town Ball teams as strong farming towns with young men who worked hard during the day and played hard at night. Really got the Town Ball leagues going. At one time, there were over 700 teams throughout the state. Now there are about 300 teams. Again, they are broken into Class A, Class B, and Class C. Class C action here for you tonight. And these 2 small towns, that is dribbled foul. It'll be Lubke. As he is 0 for 1 tonight. He grounded to the second baseman in the bottom half of the first inning. And Hedke now ahead in the count, no balls and a strike. Again, working quickly, gets a pop fly on the infield. This will be the second baseman, Lapel, as he puts it away for out number 1. So Tanner Lubke pops up to the second baseman, and that will bring Joy Lilia to the plate. 1 down. And the hometown Hollanders look to get some action going here offensively. First pitch crosses over the outside corner for a strike. And that pitch is hit foul. And Hedke cruising right along is ahead of Lilia. No balls and 2 strikes. As he is making quick work of the Hollander lineup. Facing the minimum here through almost through 4 innings. That ball now is drilled down the right field line off the fence and foul. So through 3.1 innings of work, 3 1/3, he does have those 6 strikeouts. 6 in a row for the 4 through 9 batters. And swung on and missed for his 7th strikeout as Lilia goes down swinging.
The shortstop, number 9, Carter.
And Carter Clemenson, trying to help his brother out here, will come to bat versus Hedke as the Hollanders find themselves down now by 3 runs. Carter Clemenson 0 for 1. He flew out to the right fielder back in the first. And this ball is hit past a diving shortstop at Schwartz for the first hit of the contest, right on the screws. Carter Clemenson. And he gets up and is into the hit column for the first time this afternoon. A nice effort out there by Schwartz as he went airborne and just beyond the outstretched glove of the shortstop. So just like in the top half of the inning, After 2 outs here, a little rally time possibly. The Hollanders with their first base runner. And Hedke pitching from the stretch for the first time this afternoon. So the single for Clemenson, Weird up to bat, and Brazel in the hole. And they throw over to first base, the first time Hedke's thrown over today. The first time we've seen a pitcher throw over to first base. Trying to keep the runner honest over there at first with 2 down now. The 0-1 pitch coming home, and that ball is hit foul. And the count now will go to no balls and 2 strikes. So the first base runner versus Hedke, and we'll see how the big right-hander answers this situation. The 0-2, and that pitch is high. Trying to get Wiegert to chase, he does not. 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs now for the Blue Jays defense. A little bit of action here in this 4th inning after cruising through the first 3. That pitch is outside. 2-2. So Wiegert not chasing high, not chasing outside. And so I think that Hedke will have to come home with it now. The payoff pitch. And missing low. The runner taking off for second base. The throw down to second is wide off the mark. And going to second base is Carter Clemenson. And he is in scoring position. So for the first time tonight, the Hollanders have a base runner at second base. And their first scoring opportunity now, a full count to the designated hitter, Gabe Wiegert. Hedke now with a runner at second and the pitch. That ball is grounded to the diving second baseman, and it is through into center field. A run will score as Clemenson comes around. Took a little while to pick up the ball in center field, but he comes around third base and will cross home plate for the first run. And an RBI single for Wiegert. And just like that, Cologne starting to answer. They pick up their first hit and their first run, now their second hit. Wiegert with the RBI. And Clemenson comes around to score. 3-1 now is our score. And an exciting 4th inning. And swinging and missing is Brazel. Brazel for 1 with the strikeout. So just like the top half of the 4th inning, getting 2 outs and then some rallies starting for both offenses. Way to lay off that one is Brazel. 1 ball and 1 strike to the left-handed first baseman. Again, a runner on here for the Hollanders. And the pitch. Freezes him on the outside corner, 1-2. So the number 5 batter here, Brazel, looking to do some damage with the runner on. The 1-2 from Hedke. High and outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So after cruising through the first 3 innings and getting 2 outs here in the 4th, Hedke now with a stressful situation. That ball is hit foul. If Brazil could reach, it will be Swanson followed by Twait. As this part of the lineup went down swinging in their only at bat here in their first, second, and third innings. And now Hedke with some control problems, and the count will run to 3-2, a full count. 2 outs and a runner on. And Hedke from the stretch and the pitch. And that does cross over the inside corner. And not a big fan of that call was Kyle Brazel, as he will walk slowly back to that first base dugout. But we do have another score here in the bottom half of inning number 4. And as we go to break here on Fox9.com, it is the Blue Jays 3 and Cologne answers with 1. We'll be right back here on Fox 9.
Parents are missing 2 kids in the audience, Aiden and Micah. You are required to meet your parents up here at the press box right now. or you're going straight to bed when you get home.
More is better, and Fox 9 now has more. More streaming, more local stories, more shows, and, well, more. Go ahead, try it out, and discover more on the Fox 9 News app and at fox9.com.
Are you new to town ball? A little history for you of town ball. It was similar to rounders and a precursor to baseball. A little bit different rules for the original town ball. They had more than 9 on each side. There was no foul territory, and you could get someone out by taking the ball and hitting the base runner or batter with it, which they called soaking or plugging. And there was a big debate years ago between historians Henry Chadwick and Albert Spalding on if town ball came first or if it came after rounders. Some famous players to town ball through some references in literature. Abe Lincoln, and also in his early days in Georgia, Ty Cobb played town ball before playing actual baseball. And that's a little history here for you of actual town ball. Now town ball just referred to as either old-fashioned baseball or like this league with town teams. Clemenson back on the mound here as we go to the top half of inning number 5. And he will face Lapel, Bosch, and Preen. As he starts off, Lapel with a 1-1 count. And the sun behind the trees out there in the right field corner. And that ball is grounded foul down the third base line. Scooped up by the third base coach for the Blue Jays. And the count will go to 1 ball and 2 strikes. The ball game now into the 1 hour old as we are crossing 8:30 in the evening here from Cologne. Again, thanking you for tuning in here on fox9.com. The Blue Jays erupted for 3 runs in the 4th inning. And that one will cross over for strike 3. A good battle back batter there for Clemenson as he comes out to start the 5th inning and settles down.
All foul balls brought back to the Vipers area are worth $5.
And the announcement, if you bring back a foul ball to the press box, it's worth $5, normally worth $1. A nice little reward, and that ball is smoked into left field. Coming on in the left fielder, he will be a little bit short, is Nelson, as he dove for that one. But Bosch on base with a single as he lines one into left field. And with 1 down, the Blue Jays going back to work offensively. That'll bring Preen to the plate. Preen 0 for 2, grounded out and flew out earlier in the ball game. Again, in the last contest here for the Blue Jays, he was the hero with a walk-off home run and a 3-2 victory over New Germany. The first pitch from Clemenson, and that goes off the backside of Preen. And another hit by pitch as Preen will reach first base. Now a runner at first and at second. And the designated hitter, Gabe Repka, will come to the plate. Repka 0 for 2. He flew out and grounded out, but now has runners in scoring position here with a runner at first and at second and 1 down. Clemenson beginning to labor a bit on the mound. Early in the season, just the 2nd game for these hometown Hollanders. As he goes from the stretch, rocks back and fires. And that off-speed pitch crosses over the inside corner for a strike. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. So Clemenson trying to turn over a ground ball to induce the double play. And that pitch crosses over for strike 2. Clemenson still battling up on the mound. Only down by 2 as his offense came up and scored a run to answer in the bottom of the 4th. And the 1-2 offering now from the right-hander and from the stretch. And 3 straight pitches, 3 straight strikes as Repka looking at all 3. Not happy with the call, but it is out number 2 on the caught looking strikeout. And just like that, Clemenson battling in this inning, trying to keep it at just a 2-run deficit. Lapel will come to the plate. He came to the plate in the last inning with 2 outs, and he was the first to reach base in their rally with the walk. Starts off with a ball in the first pitch. He's got runners on now, does Lapel. Again, Lapel's been on base twice. No official at bat as he was hit by a pitch and walked. In the interesting way that baseball does their scoring. He's been to the plate twice, but no official at bats. But he did score a run, the first run of the contest. A nice off-speed pitch, curveball. That crosses over for strike 1, 2-1. The 2-1 now coming from Clemenson as he tries to battle back. Get that last out. That ball is off his hand to the shortstop. It's going to be a tough play as that went off the pitching hand of Clemenson. Lapel hit it right back up the middle, and he will reach safely. And now the bases will be loaded. You've got Bosch over at third and Preen at second. And Lapel over at first now with 2 down. They force at any base. And stepping up to bat is Dane McCormick. Again, McCormick 1 for 2 with the RBI double and the pitch. And that freezes him for strike 1. The 0-1 count now as Clemenson trying to battle, get out of this inning unscathed. The pitch. And that crosses over again. That off-speed pitch is fooling these batters here for the Blue Jays. Clemenson now ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes with 2 down. Bases are loaded for the right-hander. And time is called as McCormick will step out. And Swanson, the catcher here, will have some words with his battery mate. No balls, 2 strikes, and 2 down. Again, McCormick, last time he was up, looked like he got hit by a pitch. Home plate umpire said, nope, come back here. You leaned into that one. It was like it never happened. And McCormick answered with a RBI double that hit the wall. Bounce and hit the wall. So now he's down in the count, though, at no balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. That ball is lifted. This is going to be trouble. It's in the gap, and it will drop safely for a hit. 1 run is in. 2 runs will score, and coming around to score the 3rd run of the inning, and another RBI double. This time 3 RBIs for Dane McCormick. McCormick ends up at second base, and the score ends up 6-1. As McCormick now will be lifted for a courtesy runner, and 3 Blue Jays cross home plate. Our score now 6-1 in favor of the visiting Blue Jays. And now Coach Pexa will come out. We'll see if he is going to go with a new pitcher or if he's just going to have a few words here with Clemenson. So a 3 spot here in the top half of the 5th inning as the Blue Jays replicate their 4th inning with 3 runs. And McCormick with 2 RBI doubles. This time he's got 4 RBIs here on the contest. Stay with us at the end of tonight's broadcast, and we'll have a Fox 9 MVP as Dane McCormick putting his hat in the ring for consideration. He is now 2 for 3 with 2 doubles and 4 RBIs. 4 of the 6 runs responsible here by the opposing catcher. Now with a runner in scoring position, Clemenson will face Odegaard. If you remember Odegaard's last trip to the plate, he was able to trot slowly around all 4 bases with a deep shot to left field. And the pitch. And that misses a bit low. 2-0. So the dangerous first baseman down towards the bottom of the order. This is where the Blue Jays have done their damage tonight. The pitch. And that does cross over, getting that outside corner for a 2-1 count. 2 balls and a strike. Getting a runner in scoring position in the person of McCormick. And that ball is drilled into left field. This is going to be trouble over the left fielder's head. This will hit the wall. Coming in to score is McCormick's courtesy runner, as Odegaard now with his second hit and third RBI. And Odegaard standing at second base. McCormick's runner comes in to score. And the Blue Jays now leading 7-1 here on the road. So Odegaard and McCormick doing some damage here in the bottom of the order. And Stockman had the first hit of the contest, and he will come in with a runner at first or at second base. First pitch misses for a ball. So Odegaard with a double. Another RBI for the first baseman on this Blue Jay squad. Dangerous defensively at the bottom of the order. And the 1-0 now is Clemenson trying to get out of this inning. The Hollanders answered the 3-run fourth with a run of their own in the bottom of the fourth. But now find themselves trailing 7-1. And the pitch. Outside misses for a ball. 3-0 now as Clemenson really starting to labor up there on the mound. This is the number 9 hitter in the order. Don't want to lose him. The 3-0 and taking all the way is Stockman. And he will watch strike one go by. 3-1 with a runner at second base, but 2 down. And the Hollanders here at their home stadium trying to get out of this inning. That pitch does cross over. As Zach Stockman 2 steps towards first base, ready to throw the bat back. And he'll have to stay in there and face the full count pitch now from Clemenson. And that does miss inside for a walk. So Stockman on base. Stockman's got 2 hits. He's been on base now 3 times, 2 for 2 with the walk.
Hey, just a reminder, this inning, the 5th inning, all foul balls retrieved are worth $5. You must bring them to the beverage stand at the shack next to the food area. And also, if you are participating in either the 50-50 raffle or in the
Are you the official scorer?
raffle, we are taking those through the 7th inning. So if you haven't entered the raffle,
And we'll have a pitching
you must
change
do so before the end of the 7th
here
inning.
as
Thank you.
Christian Johnson from Buffalo, Minnesota will come on the mound in relief of Clemenson. So Clemenson goes 4 2/3. And he gives up 8 hits, 7 runs. I believe all 7 were earned. I believe he threw 2 walks and did hit a couple batters. Had 4 strikeouts. So the line on Clemenson, Casey Clemenson, as he is done on the mound. 4 2/3, giving up 8 hits, 7 runs, all 7 earned. Walked 2 batters and struck out 4. As now will be Christian Johnson, the tall right-hander, will come in on relief. Johnson will make his first appearance here of the ball game with 2 outs here in the 5th inning. And the Hollanders now down by 6, trying to keep it just at 6. Again, they are the home team. They will have last at bats. As the sun now just about set and the lights coming into play. We're on the first stop of the Town Ball Tour here for Fox 9. And We've had a treat here as the Plato Blue Jays enacting some revenge after postseason tournament play last year. These Hollanders from Cologne knocked the Blue Jays out of the postseason tournament in a double elimination matchup in round 2 last year. And it was the Cologne Hollanders victorious 4-1. And then they moved on to play Carver, the Carver Black Sox, and they lost 0-4 to end their season. And I believe that was just the next day. Johnson now coming in to throw his first pitch. He's got 2 runners on that he inherits. And his first offering is outside for a ball. The state tournament sites for town ball for Class A, B, and C this year will be Faribault, Dundas, and Miesville. Some classic stadiums there will host the state tournament at the end of the season. And Johnson misses high and outside for ball 2. This is Schwartz. He's 0 for 3. And did strike out in his last plate appearance. He looks at a 2-0 pitch. Now that does cross over the outside corner. 2-1. Now Schwartz is the 9th Blue Jay to bat in the inning. The 2-1 offering now from Christian Johnson in on relief. And that misses high. Ball 3, 3-1. So the dates for the postseason play this year, the state tournament, August 19th through the 21st, August 26th through the 28th, and September 2nd through the 5th. And we'll take all 3 weekends to crown champions, and that pitch is lifted foul and out of play. I'll make the count go full, 3-2. Belfield and Faribault, Memorial Park in Miesville, and Memorial Park in Dundas and Jack Rural Park in Miesville. And the 3-2 offering now from Johnson in his first action, and that ball is fouled off. The runners took off there on the pitch. Again, this is Schwartz. Now he's 0 for 3. Lined out to the pitcher, grounded to the first baseman and struck out. He's looking for his first hit. 8 hits on the evening now for the Blue Jays. And the 3-2 once again. Runners take off and a strike 3 as Schwartz can't catch up to the gas from Johnson. Johnson comes in and gets a strikeout. And we have played 4 1/2 innings. Our new score, 7-1 in favor of the visiting Blue Jays. The Hollanders, though, coming to bat in the bottom of the 5th when we return here on Fox9.com.
Fox 9's Ice Cream Social, coming to a town near you. Visit fox9.com/ice cream.
And we are back here live from Robert G. Fritz Memorial Field in the town of Cologne. City of Cologne is named after Cologne, Germany, founded in 1881. Has a population of 2,200 people or thereabouts. And a lot of those folks here in attendance tonight as the sweatshirts and some blankets are now coming out of their bags. The fans here, it gets a little bit chilly with that sun setting just almost over the horizon. As we head to the bottom half of the 5th inning here from Cologne. Our score 7-1 in favor of the visiting Blue Jays.
Now batting for Cologne, number 11, Tim Swanson.
And it will be Swanson, Twait, and Nelson. 6, 7, and 8 hitters in the lineup here for the Hollanders. Not much success against Drew Hadke. But they did get to the big right-hander for 1 run in the last inning, and he did give up his first 2 hits of the contest, but did battle back and get Brazel to strike out for that 3rd out. And he starts off with a first pitch strike. Second pitch, though, bounces in for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike to Swanson. Swanson 0 for 1. He struck out to end the 2nd inning. And this is his first time here facing, or second time facing Hadke. And now the 1-1. The ball is drilled into the first base dugout. Good thing there is a protective fence, or that might have caught one of the Hollander players. But the fence does its job. And just a scary strike over there on the first base dugout. The 1-2 crosses over for strike 3. And for the 2nd time tonight, Brazel goes down. I'm sorry, 3rd time tonight, Brazel goes down on strikes. The 9th strikeout of the contest for Mr. Hadke. And this pitch is fouled off by Twait. Twait and then Nelson, and if they were to reach, it will be Clemenson. Or Johnson, actually, I'm sorry. 1 down here in the 5th. And now 2 down as Twait goes down looking. The 10th strikeout now, so Hedke's in double digits here with strikeouts on the mound. And again, moving quickly, 2 up, 2 down. And this is Zach Nelson. Nelson playing left field, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And the 0-1 pitch misses. 1 ball on the strike. And in the 4th inning, Hadke got the first 2 outs before a rally was put on by the Hollander batters. See if they can do it again. Down by 6, looking to get base runners on. Nelson swings through a fastball. And the 1-2 now from the big right-hander. Swung on and missed for strike 3 as Nelson gets 3 strikeouts in a row. And he has done that now. This is the 3rd inning with 3 strikeouts. And so after 5 complete here from Cologne, our score is 7-1 in favor of the visiting Blue Jays. When we return, it'll be the top half of the 6th inning. And leading things off will be Lapel, then Bosch, and then Preen, as the Blue Jays look to do some more damage offensively when we return.
Oh, look. Friday and Saturday Saints home games are on Fox 9 Plus. A new catch. Today keeps getting better. Yoo-hoo!
St. Paul Saints, Friday and Saturday home games on Fox 9 Plus.
St. Paul Saints are supporting these Town Ball streams on fox9.com. Stay tuned to future Town Ball tour games to learn about a great ticket opportunity to upcoming Friday night games in St. Paul. By the way, the Saints begin a long homestand next Tuesday. Visit saintsbaseball.com for everything you need to know. The leadoff batter here in the 6th inning, Bo Lapel. He is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. He went down looking in the 1st and swinging in the 5th. And the pitch. And here comes a ball right to the shortstop. A nice play there by Clemenson. Carter Clemenson, a couple steps to his left, and will snag that line drive. And now Beshy will come to the bat. Beshi 1 for 2. He did single and score. And the first pitch is fouled back. One down here in the 6th inning as, again, Mitch Beshi playing center field, looking for his second hit of the contest, and only the third would be the third hit for the Blue Jays. And he starts off, though, with an 0-2 count, behind in the count. And Johnson in on relief. Roxon fires, and the ground ball, broken bat. This will be Twait. Have to rush the throw, and in time. So the grass really ate up that one. It looks like the broken bat. Sounded like a broken bat. And it is. You see the extra pieces being picked up there. 4-3 on the putout. The slow roller to the second baseman is out number 2. And Preen will step to bat. Down by 6 here on the road. I'm sorry, up by 6 here on the road. The Blue Jays have done a lot of their damage, most of their damage in the bottom of the order. This ball fouled back over the first base dugout into a parking lot. And some young kids scatter after that foul ball. Again, foul ball is worth cash in the concession booth. Concession booth called the Shack here in Cologne and swung on and missed. Tried to hold up, but committed to a swing on an inside pitch. And Preen now down in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And he lifts this one into center field. This will fall in for a base hit. Preen reaches safely. And Repka will come to the plate. Repka 0 for 3, flew out, grounded out, and struck out, looking in the 5th inning. The 9th hit of the contest, so for the Blue Jays. 2 down now with the runner on, and Johnson from the stretch. Christian will go home with it, and that pitch is wild. Gets past the catcher, and trotting into second base is Preen. Repka, the designated hitter tonight, looking for his first hit in the contest. And the count now at 1 ball and no strikes. Runner in scoring position for the Blue Jays in Preen. And Johnson again trying to keep the damage just to a 6-run deficit. The right-hander now will take a look at the runner and come home with it. Outside, ball 2. Swanson have a little trouble holding on to the 2-ball pitch. And the 2-0 now coming with 2 down here in the top half of inning number 6 from Cologne. And the pitch. And a nice curveball. Might have been a slider, actually. But a beautiful off-speed pitch as that just drops in for strike 1. 2-1 now from the right-handed number 7 on the mound in relief. The pitch. That is fought off, but foul, and right between the wickets there of the first base coach. An unofficial error will be charged. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 down now, as the Hollanders looking to get out of the inning unscathed and get back up into the offensive category here, down by 6. With a score of 7-1, and the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3 as Johnson battles back and gets his man. They will leave a runner on, and after 5.5 innings, the score will remain Plato 7, Cologne 1 here on Fox9.com.
This is Fox 9 Plus.
Let's get started, everybody.
Today's biggest talkers.
Charles and I have been talking about this all morning.
Award-winning comedy.
This gets better and better.
Minnesota's only local news at 7.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Plus,
More good news.
a whole lot more.
More than this?
More than we can use.
Game shows, court shows,
Now we're getting somewhere.
your shows. Fox 9 Plus. Something for everyone.
And welcome back here to the bottom of the 6th inning. You're looking live as Drew Hedke takes his last few warm-up pitches in between innings. You're also looking live to the Fox 9 first stop on their town ball tour. It was on this date back in 1990. The Cubs second baseman Ryne Sandberg ended his errorless streak at 123 games, 582 chances without an error at second base. Also back in 2004, 40-year-old Randy Johnson pitched a perfect game for the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Braves in a 2-0 victory. And on May 18th in 2021, Spencer Turnbull no-hit Seattle. It was the 5th no-hitter of 2021 to that point, and a 5-0 victory over the Seattle Mariners. Here tonight, Hedke dominant, only giving up 2 hits so far and 1 run. For the Plato Blue Jays, they've got 7 runs on 9 hits and no errors, and the Cologne Hollanders have 1 run on 2 hits and committed 1 error in the field. Hedge quickly ahead in the count. This ball is lifted foul. No balls and 2 strikes. And Casey Clemenson will stay in to bat for himself. And the pitch. And that misses inside. So pitcher versus pitcher in this matchup, although Clemenson has been relieved of the mound. But can still try to help his cause out here with the bat. And the 1-2. High, ball 2. Eleven strikeouts so far for Hedke. Double digits tonight. A dominant performance on the mound. And the full count pitch now. And that missed inside. I believe that is the first walk allowed tonight.
The walk brings up number 1, Tanner Lupke.
And Tanner Lupke now, as the Hollanders will turn their batting lineup over. So a walk to the number 9 batter to start things off here in inning number 6. And those first batter walks always come back to, or usually come back to haunt a pitcher. We'll see how the dominant Hedke responds here to giving up that first batter walk. He starts off now 1 ball and no strikes to Tanner Lupke. Lupke 0 for 2. Grounded out to the second baseman and flew out to the second baseman. And they count now 2 balls and no strikes. Lapel will come over, the third baseman, and have some words of encouragement here for the starting pitcher, Hedke. Reminding him, no pressure, you're up by 6. Score is 7-1, you've only given up 2 hits so far. And calming down and rearing back and firing a strike is Drew Hedke. 2-1 now for the big right-hander from the stretch. And the pitch. And that's lifted foul, so quickly now an even count at 2 balls and 2 strikes to the leadoff batter in the order, Tanner Lupke. Lupke playing in center field. A couple of nice catches tonight. 2-2 is the count now, and the payoff pitch coming here from Hedke, and that ball's grounded right back to him. Goes to second for 1 out and to first for the double play. Nice job defensively by the pitcher, Hedke, as that ball is hit right back to him. He pivoted, got the lead runner in second, and a nice throw there by the shortstop. I believe that was Schwartz, Strong throw over to first to get the twin killing. That was a 1-6-3. That ball is lined but foul. 1-6-3 double play. And just like that, a rally killer. As now 2 down and a strike to the number 2 batter in the lineup, Lilly. Lilly 0 for 2. Grounded out in the first, struck out in the fourth. And is now down in the count here as Hedke, after some encouragement from Leppel over at third base, has thrown 3 straight strikes. And the pitch. And that ball is lifted, popped up on the infield. It's going to be Lepke, the third baseman. He will put it away on the squeeze for out number 3.
No runners left. We are through 6. The Plato Blue Jays, 7.
6 innings in the books here from Cologne.
As we begin the start of the 7th inning, ladies and gentlemen, we will be announcing the winners of the 50.
We will step aside here for a quick break
And also the bean
on
bag raffle.
Fox
We have
9.
One more inning to place another entry. And don't forget to make those donations to the Special Olympics of Minnesota.
Oh, look. Friday and Saturday Saints home games are on Fox 9 Plus. A new catch. Today keeps getting better. Yoo-hoo!
St. Paul Saints, Friday and Saturday home games on Fox 9 Plus.
Last September, the Minnesota Twins hosted a salute to the Town Ball champions at Target Field. This summer, the event will be bigger and better. Mark your calendars for Saturday, September 10th, and stay tuned for more information on upcoming Fox 9 Town Ball Tour live streams. As we head now to the top half of inning number 7. Remember, we're playing here in Cologne, and so the Hollanders will have last at bats.
Leading off for Plato, the third baseman, number 16, Bennett Leppel.
And Leppel now coming to bat. Leppel dangerous on the base pass tonight, as he's been on all 3 times. Hit by a pitch and walked, reached in the 5th inning, part of the 4-run 5th. And the pitch misses for ball 2. So Leppel, again, as so often happens in a baseball game, makes the last out of the prior inning and then starts with a bat in his hands. He swings through. Strike 1, 2 balls and 1 strike. Bennett Leppel playing third base. 2-1 misses. Nope, that did cross over. Again, our home plate umpire consistently on the outside corner tonight. I spoke too soon, as the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes, and the payoff pitch from Johnson. And this ball is grounded foul past the third base coach. And we'll do the 2-2 again. Johnson from the windup, and the pitch. And that just about hit the hands of Leppel. Bounces off the metal bar there behind home plate and back into the field of play. We'll switch baseballs here. And we'll have a full count now, and Johnson goes back to work facing Leppel. He wants to keep Leppel off the base pass for the first time tonight if he can. And the pitch. Lined up high and foul. Going to run out of room is the left fielder, Nelson. Deep, though, in that left field foul territory. And one of the fans there with a, I believe it's $1 for the foul ball if it's returned. Take it to the shack, the concession booth. Good line over there still for people getting hot dogs and cool beverages. And the pitch. And that ball is going to be fouled off the right side of the field here over the first base dugout, and more fans take off. Trying to get a $1 souvenir baseball to turn in. And the payoff, or the 3-2 pitch. frozen for strike 3. Johnson battles back, gets the strikeout. And the first time that Lapel's been out tonight. And McCormick will come to bat. McCormick 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. He's got 4 RBIs. As we venture back into the bottom of the order, the dangerous bottom of the order yet again here for the Blue Jays. This ball is hit to the shortstop. Clemenson up with it, over to first. In time for out number 2. So 1 pitch and 1 out as Johnson takes care of McCormick. And Matt Odegaard also 2 for 3. He's got 3 RBIs tonight, and he will step in to face Johnson for the first time. Odegaard with the home run over the left field fence and a double in his last 2 plate appearances. He's itching to get back up into that right-handed batter's box. He flew out to the center fielder back in inning number 3. And this time does hold up, I guess. Says the home plate umpire, that's a ball. 2-1, or 2-0. We're in the top half of the 7th inning. And the pitch. And the umpire says that crossover the inside corner for strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike with 2 down. As Johnson looking to make quick work here of the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. If Odegaard were to reach Stockman, also dangerous, not retired yet tonight, will face Johnson. And the 3-1 hitters count. And that does cross over for strike 2. Full count now with Stockman waiting in the on-deck circle. Or the on-deck patch, if you will, the pitch. And he did go around, strike 3, so Johnson gets Odegaard, the dangerous Odegaard. And after 6.5, we will head to the bottom half of the 7th inning here. Time for the 7th inning stretch from Cologne, Minnesota. And the first stop of the Town Ball Tour here on Fox9.com.
This is the moment we've been waiting for. Every Friday and Saturday, Saints home game is on Fox 9 Plus. Leave everything out on the field. Get out there and get after it and show them what we're made of.
St. Paul Saints, Friday and Saturday home games on Fox 9 Plus.
And we're back live here on Fox9.com, bringing you the bottom of the 7th inning in this town ball clash between Cologne and Plato. Plato leading 7-1 as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Still a great crowd here on hand as the sun just about set now. Just a little glimmer of light behind the trees there down the right field line. And the lights here in full force. As leading things off here will be Carter Clemenson. Carter 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored back in the 4th inning. And Hedke starts him off with a first pitch strike. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning, and Hedke been going strong all evening. Not sure what his pitch count is, but he, especially those first 3 innings, just cruised right along. And this pitch is going to be right to the first baseman as Odegaard reaches up and catches it for out number 1. So a liner to the first baseman and 1 down. And Wiegert will come to bat. Wiegert 1 for 2. He struck out in the first and singled his last time up. He does Clemenson and Wiegert, the 2 hits in the contest here versus Hedke. Quick work, though, as Hedke is ahead in the count. No balls and a strike. And now the next pitch is also a strike. 0-2 to the designated hitter, Gabe Wiegert. Sorry, 1 ball and 1 strike. And that pitch misses inside. Got 1 down here in the bottom half of the inning. And from the windup and the pitch. Right down the middle for strike 2. So we've got a full count, or I'm sorry, 2-2 now is the count to the left-handed batting Wiegert. And that is outside, too far outside for ball 3. And the full count offering now is swung on and missed for strike 3. 12th strikeout now of the contest here by Hedke. Hedke has 3 innings where he struck out the side. And now Brazel will step to the plate. Brazel 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. And we'll see if he is aggressive here. First pitch swinging versus Hedke. And he is, and he misses. You know that he's looking to get on base here. Does not want to go 0 for 3 with 3 Ks. And the left-hander now will take a timeout, step out, step back in. Trying to just throw off Hedke a little bit here, the pitch. And he did go around, says our home plate umpire, for strike 2. So again, a big difference here between town ball and Major League Baseball, the time in between pitches. No pitch clock, but these pitchers are ready to go to work as they get the ball back from their battery mate from the catcher, and it's back to work. 1 ball, 2 strikes now with 2 down here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. And swung on and missed for strike 3. Lucky number 13 on strikeouts. And we've got 3 down here as we've got 7 innings in the books here from Cologne. When we return, will be the top half of the 8th inning. And you're watching this all on the Town Ball Tour, brought to you by Fox 9.
For years, people have come to me and they've said, our kids get really nervous during severe weather. Is there something you can recommend? I've always said the same thing. Make your children the storm captain. Give them a hat, a clipboard with your personal storm plan written down, a whistle, and when we start talking about a severe thunderstorm watch, your storm captain is in charge of mustering the entire family with your personal storm plan. Give them power over the storm.
And it is a baker's dozen for strikeouts by Hedke as he has pitched his 13th strikeout. And in on relief of Casey Clemenson is Christian Johnson. And Johnson got 3 strikeouts so far already as he steps in to face Zach Stockman. Stockman is 2 for 2 with a walk. He has yet to score a run in the contest, but been on base all 3 times. Singled in the 3rd, singled in the 4th, and walked in the 5th. Part of the big 4th and 5th inning rallies here by the Blue Jays. They've scored all their runs in that 4th and 5th inning, and they do lead 7-1. The 1-1 count now as Johnson into the windup and the pitch. And that misses wildly outside. And it'll be 2 balls and 1 strike now to the number 9 batting Zach Stockman. Hedke being DH'd for, but dominant on the mound. And that ball is foul. I think that either went off the umpire or the catcher. And I think it did go off of Swanson. And so Turnabout is fair play as our home plate umpire walks out, tosses the ball to the pitcher, and gives the catcher a time to shake off that one. A different kind of ball game when you're behind home plate there and taking foul tips off the chest protector and off that mask. The 2-2. And that crosses out the outside corner for strike 3 as Johnson picking up where he left off. Gets his 4th strikeout here in a little over 2 innings of relief. I'm sorry, over an inning of relief, an inning and 2/3. And the batting order will flip over for the Blue Jays again. Schwartz now with his fifth trip to the plate. He is 0 for 4 though. Lining out, flying out, or grounding out, I'm sorry, in 2 strikeouts. And so you know the left-handed shortstop is looking to get into the hit column. 9 hits for the Blue Jays. And that ball over to the third baseman that eats him up. And no play, as we'll see how that one is scored. A smash over to the hot corner, and Lilia not able to play it. And we've not had an official score yet. As they will count that as an error. And so Schwartz does reach safely. And there'll be an error on Lilia again. E6. Coming to bat now is Lapel, Bo Lapel. With a runner on, and he took a first pitch strike. Lapel has struck out twice and reached on an error and flew out to the shortstop, his last plate appearance. So not a lot of damage from the top half of the order, as the Blue Jays doing all their damage from the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. Blue Jays with 7 runs on 9 hits. Hollanders with 1 run on 2 hits and now 2 errors defensively. And the 0-2 pitch after the foul ball is swung on and missed for strike. That is strike 3. So a bit of a confusion from our scoreboard, but it is another strikeout. And swinging, going down swinging is Lapel. Lapel now has struck out 3 times in the contest. He's 0 for 4, I'm sorry. And Bosch will step into the right-handed batter's box. And the runner taking off for second base. The throw down is not in time, not grabbed cleanly by Twait. And so a stolen base here with a 6-run lead. Schwartz standing at second base in scoring position. The pitch was a strike to the batter, so it'll be an 0-1 count. And so the Blue Jays, again, putting on the pressure, keeping the pressure on the road. The 0-1 offering now is low for a ball. Bosch did reach back in the 5th inning on a single and scored. So he is 1 for 3. Struck out in the 1st and grounded out in the 6th. And the pitch. And that ball's fouled back off the netting. 1-2 remains our count. We're in the top half of the 8th inning. Get a little change on the scoreboard there. And the 1-2 now from Johnson. Outside. Nice stop there by Swanson. Keeping that runner just at second base. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs now as the hometown Hollanders look to get out of the inning. Keep it at a 6-run advantage here for the Blue Jays. And the pitch. Ground ball to the second baseman. Twait up with it, over to first. Fielded clean by the first baseman, Brazel, for out number 3. We are through 7.5 innings. Our score remains 7-1 in favor of the visiting Blue Jays here on Fox9.com.
This is Fox 9 Plus.
Let's get started, everybody.
Today's biggest talkers.
Charles and I have been talking about this all morning.
Award-winning comedy.
This gets better and better.
Minnesota's only local news at 7.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Plus,
More good news.
a whole lot more.
More than this? More than we can use.
Game shows, court shows,
Now we're getting somewhere.
your shows. Fox 9 Plus. Something for everyone.
And we're back live here for the bottom half of the 8th inning. The Blue Jays on top, and they are cruising here, as is their starting pitcher, Hedke. He has gone 7 straight innings, giving only 2 hits and 2 runs. And just last Friday was a Twins game at Target Field, stopped in the Town Ball Tavern, a small town baseball feel. Over in section 229 of Target Field, there it shows that small town baseball can be just as dramatic as the big leagues. And I did enjoy over 70 pictures of ballparks, some of them dating back as old as back to the 1885 season of town ball. A little piece of history that the Minnesota Twins celebrate. Here in the first pitch of the bottom of the 8th inning, Hedke starts off with a strike, and now another strike. The 0-2 pitch now from the big right-hander, and strike 3. The 14th strikeout here for Hedke. And now a substitution here as Young is into the ball game. First pitch swinging and is fouled off. This is number 4. Reed Young. I think he'll play second base here on the substitution. And the last batter was number 19, Matt Diesel. Dezeal. As the Hollanders now starting to get some of their reserves into the game. And that pitch is taken for a ball, as Young did hold his swing. McCormick thought it was strike 3. But it is a 2-2 count now as Hedke rocks and fires, misses high. So a full count now to the first at bat of the game for Reed Young. And the 3-2. And it does cross the inside corner for strike 3. Strikeout number 15 on the night for Hedke. And John Coomer into the ball game. Coomer wearing number 3. John Coomer playing in the outfield normally. And he will take over for Zach Nelson. And he starts off looking at ball 1. John Coomer, with his first plate appearance tonight. And that is strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, 15 strikeouts in a dominant performance here by Drew Hedke. And the pitch misses high. 2-1. Not sure what kind of relief pitchers they have for the Blue Jays. We'll see if Hedke comes out to start the 9th inning, as he is around the strike zone here a little bit. He has gone the distance. Now as a 3-1 count here to Coomer. And the 3-1. And that does miss high for a walk. That'll be the second walk issued on the night by Hedke.
Now batting for Cologne, number 23, Casey Clemenson.
And Clemenson still in the ball game. He was the starting pitcher. Gave up the 7 runs before being relieved by Johnson. He walked in his last plate appearance. He is 0 for 1 with the walk. He did strike out back in the 3rd. And he starts off now down in the count, no balls and 1 strike. Hedke does hit the outside corner. No balls and 2 strikes. Looking for strikeout number 16 to end the 8th inning. And the big feller comes home with it high. Clemenson will not chase. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Stay with us as we will have the Fox 9 MVP at the conclusion of tonight's game. That pitch misses outside. And so far here in the bottom of the 8th inning, we do have several candidates. A couple offensively and one main one defensively. And the payoff pitch here from that candidate that is low and inside. Run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Clemenson, the number 9 hitter in the lineup. And only his 3rd time through the order here for the Hollanders, wearing those bright orange jerseys. And the pitch with the runner taken off from first, and it'll be ball 4, so back-to-back walks. As Hedke now, first time tonight with back-to-back walks and 2 runners on. And he will have a conversation here with his manager, trying to get out of the 8th inning. And they said, just do what got you here. Rear back and fire strikes. As Hedke takes a couple of deep breaths there on the mound. He's up by 6. McCormick gives a defensive instruction to the fielders. And coming to bat now will be Lubke. Lubke has not reached base safely at all tonight. He is 0 for 3. Swings and misses at the first offering. He grounded into the double play back in the 6th inning. And that was one that was hit right back to Hedke. Hedke went 1-6-3 on the twin killing. And got out of a jam. Really one of the only jams he's faced tonight. Except for right now, where he's just hit Lubke and loaded the bases. So the pitch hit off of Lubke before it hit his bat. You heard a little smack off the bat there, but that was not considered a foul ball. So we've got Coomer at 3rd base. We've got Clemenson at 2nd. And now Lubke. And the game here has gotten a lot more interesting. With bases loaded, this is Lilly up to bat, and he looks at a first pitch strike. So hit by a pitch batter, I should say. And the 0-1 count now to Lilly. Swung on, this is going to be trouble. This is going to drop for a base hit. 1 run is in, and they will hold the runners as Clemenson wisely stays over at 3rd base. But Coomer comes in to score, and the score is now 7-2. There's a little bit of damage done here. The Hollanders with 2 outs. Now put a 2nd run across versus Hedke. And Carter Clemenson will come to bat. Clemenson singled and scored back in the 4th. He's 1 for 3. Rally time here in the bottom of the 8th inning, and the pitch. This ball is grounded up the middle. Nice play over there by the shortstop. And out at 2nd base is the call as Schwartz, sliding to his left, fields it and tosses it to Lapel at 2nd base. Lapel squeezes it for out number 3, and Hedke pitches out of his first jam. And we are through 8 innings, 8 innings in the books. And the score now 7-2 in favor of the Blue Jays as they pitch around their first jam and keep the score a 5-run lead. We'll return here for the last inning, inning number 9, here on Fox 9.
Oh, look. Friday and Saturday Saints home games are on Fox 9 Plus. A new catch. Today keeps getting better.
Yoo-hoo!
St. Paul Saints, Friday and Saturday home games on Fox 9 Plus.
883. If you have the winning ticket, please come up to the press box. And for the beanbag tournament, beanbag raffle, winning ticket is the orange ticket. Ticket number 432316. 432316.
And we move ahead to the top half of inning number 9, the last inning here in the contest. Our score is 7-2 in favor of the visiting Blue Jays. Coming to bat for the Blue Jays in the top half of the inning, it will be Preen, Repka, and Lapel.
Or I'm told, please do not.
And on the mound again is Christian Johnson, as he is coming on relief and does have 4 strikeouts. Adam Preen, the hero in the game last played on Sunday. And Preen steps in to face Johnson. And the first pitch to the right-hander is outside. Preen singled in his last at bat. He is 1 for 3. The ground out and a fly out. And the 1-0. This ball is jammed down the left field corner, but foul. And the count now will go to 1 ball and 1 strike here to the right fielding Adam Preen. As we're in the late innings here, the 9th inning from Cologne. And the payoff pitch here from Johnson. Crosses over for strike 2. So those of you that are still with us here through all 9 innings, we do appreciate you tuning in to tonight's contest. The 1-2 now from Johnson. And on the outside corner, but misses outside. Preen held back. 2-2. As we cross into now the second hour of this contest, 9:34. That ball is lifted foul down the right field line over the first base dugout. So again, a little difference here between town ball and Major League Baseball. The speed of the game, as we are just 2 hours and 3 minutes old in this contest, and we're in the top of the 9th inning. And the 2-2 now to Preen, and that is grounded down the third base line. It's going to be a tough play for Lilly. A strong throw over to first base, and not in time, as the first baseman, Brazil, could not scoop that one. A hot smash down the third base line. A good play to field it by Lilly. And they're going to give the third error of the contest here to Lilly. Tough night defensively for the third baseman, as Preen reaches on an E6. 1 runner aboard and no outs. Coming to bat now is Repke. Repke with 2 strikeouts. He's 0 for 4. And the pitch. And fouled off the catcher's helmet. As stated earlier, it is rough back there behind home plate. That's why they wear all that protective gear. The count will go to no balls and 1 strike. Repke flew out to the right fielder back in the second, grounded to short in the fourth, and struck out his last 2 times, once looking and once swinging. So the designated hitter desperately looking to get his first hit of the contest here, which would be the 10th hit on the evening for the Blue Jays. Johnson ahead in the count now, 0-1. That pitch is lifted foul now, ahead in the count, 0-2. A beautiful afternoon has given way to a beautiful evening here. Quiet night from Cologne, Minnesota. The 0-2 now. Right down the middle for strike 3 as Repka goes down looking. His third strikeout of the contest.
Number 16, Bennett.
And Bennett Leppel will step to the plate. Leppel hit by a pitch in the second, walked and scored in the fourth, also scored in the fifth, and struck out in his last plate appearance. And the pitch. And this ball is grounded over to the third baseman. This could be two. Over to second for one. And only getting the out there at second base as Lilly getting the lead runner
Pinch hitting for the catcher
on a fielder's choice.
for the Blue Jays is number 35, Joe Nix.
So Preen is out at second base. That is the second out. And Leppel over at first base. And now we've got a pinch batter in here. This is number 35 for the Blue Jays. That's his first at bat, and he looks at a first pitch ball. This is Joe Nix. Joe Nix from Plato, Minnesota. Went to Winstead Holy Trinity High School. As he bats for McCormick. And he fouls that one into the third base dugout there. Again, that fence saving lives over there, keeping that hot smash foul from doing any damage. Joe Nix now with a 1-1 count. Wearing number 35. Standing in the left-handed batter's box. Going old school, no batting gloves. And he swings at this pitch and fouls it off. Seven to 2 is our score. We've got two down in the top half of the ninth inning. A 1-2 count now to the pinch hitting Joe Nix, the runner at first. Johnson from the stretch and fires home, and that one crosses over for strike three. So one runner left on, another strikeout for Johnson. Johnson has 6 strikeouts. A great job in relief as he has kept the score at only 7 runs for the visiting Blue Jays. And that will do it for the Blue Jays in the top half of the ninth inning. And we head to the bottom half of inning number 9 here on Fox9.com. Last September, the Minnesota Twins hosted a salute to the Town Ball champions at Target Field. This summer, the event will be bigger and better. Mark your calendars for Saturday, September 10th, and stay tuned for more information on upcoming Fox 9 Town Ball Tour live streams. Directly after this game goes final, we will have a Fox 9 MVP and a quick wrap-up. Again, we do thank you for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. It has been a pleasure to bring you this live baseball game here on the Town Ball Tour. And some of the bugs coming out now around the outfield lights. Number 26, Drew Hedke, the familiar force on the mound, will try to go to the distance here.
Cologne Hollanders, the designated hitter, number 20, Kate Wiegert.
And Wiegert will be the first batter. Wiegert 1 for 2 with a single, 2 strikeouts. As the Hollanders look to rally at home in their bottom half of the ninth inning. Wiegert looks at a first pitch ball. Trying to get on base any way he can, and he swings at that offering and fouls it back. 1-1. So old school baseball would say you might take a strike in this situation, but new school baseball says go up and swing at anything close. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Wiegert, and he looks at strike 2 as an off-speed pitch from Hadke crosses over for strike 2. Wiegert trying to pick up his second single of the ball game, which will be the 4th hit only allowed by Hedke. Hedke with giving up 3 hits, giving up 2 runs. 1 run came in that last inning as his control did get the better of him with 2 walks and a hit batter. And it's now gone full count here. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the designated hitter Wiegert. Hard to get those last 3 outs of a 9-inning ball game. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And what better than a strikeout to get the first out of the 9th inning? And number 5, Bernal will step in to pinch hit. Torben Erdahl swings and misses. Torben Erdahl into the ball game, his first time to face the big right-hander. The 0-1 is outside and high. 16 strikeouts. And that ball is lifted into left field, running on to make he overran it. The left fielder overran it, and that will, is that a foul ball? That is a foul ball. So Stockman on his horse, and he got over into foul territory just a few feet in front of the 325 sign. And overran it, misjudged the ball. It will fall down for a foul ball. And Erdahl now with a 1-2 count. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Dropped the strike 3 call, and they throw down to first base, and there is out number 2.
Now batting, number 19, Matt.
17 strikeouts now for Hedke. 2 down in the bottom half of the 9th inning as he looks to slam the door here on the Hollanders. And this is Matt Diesel with his second at bat. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And quickly ahead in the count now, 0-2 is Hedke. Hollanders now down to their last strike. 2 down in the bottom half of the 9th inning. And Drew Hedke ahead in the count, 0-2. Hedke going the distance here on the road, and the 0-2 pitch. And that is fouled over the right side. Make sure that didn't hit any fans over there. Make sure everybody is awake. It is 9:45 here from Cologne. And we'll do it again, 0-2 now, as Hedke looking to slam the door. And again fouled off to the right-hand side. This is Diesel trying to stay alive. And the 0-2 pitch again from Drew Hedke. From the windup and the pitch. And that ball again is fouled off on the right side. 3 tardy swings by the pinch hitter, number 19, Matt Diesel. And we'll do the 0-2 pitch again. And just off the inside corner for ball 1. The Blue Jay fans here thought that was strike 3. And the pitch. High, ball 2. So we've got a 2-ball and 2-strike count now. Again, Hedke with 17 outs by strikeout. Will it be number 18, the 2-2? And that missed low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Where I was sitting, I thought that might have been number 18. And the 3-2. And that does cross over for strike 3. Drew Hedke slams the door here in this Town Ball Tour first stop. The 18th strikeout as Diesel goes down looking. And that will be the 18th strikeout of the contest. It is a final here from Cologne as the Blue Jays come in and are victorious by a final score of 7-2. Our Fox 9 MVP will go to none other than the big man on the mound as he went 9 innings All 9 innings, got 18 outs by strikeout, gave up 2 runs on only 3 hits. And offensively, the Blue Jays are victorious by a score of 7-2. Scoring 3 runs in the 4th and 4 runs in the 5th. That was enough for a 7-2 victory. The Blue Jays' next opponent will be versus Young America Cardinals on the 21st at 7:30 p.m. That will be at home in the first ever night game in Plato, as the Plato Blue Jays will have the lights on for the first time. And the Hollanders' next opponent will be back here versus Hamburg on the 20th, and that will be at 7:30 p.m. Once again, with Kit Callis on camera, this is Phil McLaughlin thanking you for tuning in to today's amateur baseball action and wishing you a wonderful Wednesday. Good night, everyone, and a big thank you to Fox 9 for bringing you this first stop on the Town Ball Tour, and we will see you next time.
I asked the same thing. I know where you're going. I thought it would have been ball 4, right? But I think if it's a dead ball.
Somebody out on the deck where I was sitting said it's a dead ball.
So that it's no pitch?